Today on the channel, we obey our masters of the universe, that is, with Hypno from Sunman and the Snake Man, Tung Lashor.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today on the channel from the Masters of the Universe Origins, we've got Hypno and we've got Tung Lashor. But for all your He-Man and the Masters of the Universe needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description below. And we conclude this wave of Masters of the Universe Origins off with a little Snake Man action in Tung Lashor and a little Sunman action with Hypno. And of course, we're going to do this like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, I guess we'll start with Hypno first. Everybody loves a hypnotist. Oh, yeah, they do. I'll never forget one time, story time with Kyle. When I was a kid, I worked at a grocery store. We had a big Christmas party. And it was everybody that worked at the store was invited. They gave you gifts, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But there was a hypnotist there as the act or whatever. And they called people up on stage. And I always wanted to get hypnotized, but it would never work for me. So I never got to do it, unfortunately. But I watched, you know, of course, like you would do. And the hypnotist did his thing, did his whole show, and left. And with this Christmas party was right across the street at the Hilton by the airport. So the hypnotist was off to go to the airport. He was flying back to wherever he goes. Hypno land, probably. But anyways, they realized that one of the girls that worked in the stores that was sitting in the back of the audience, she had been hypnotized and she was stuck there in her hypno state. And they didn't know what to do. They finally got a hold of that hypnotist. Luckily, they got him. This is back before 9/11 and all that kind of stuff, so it was easier to get in and out of airports and all that kind of stuff. So they got him from the airport back to the hotel to get him out, or get her out of the hypno state. So very crazy. You got to be careful with those hypnotists out there, and I think that's probably happened a time or two in the past where somebody left and they're just stuck there for life. They just sit in that chair for the rest of their life. Anyways, story time over. Let's move on to Hypno here. Hypno, a character I'm not familiar with, and I would say most are not familiar with him in the Sunman universe as well. Obviously, we're being educated with them incorporated into the Masters Universe line, but Hypno is an interesting one. A hypnotist, what a trick, what a talent. Hypno, you got the Snake Man packaging as well. Sunman logo down there on the bubble. What's it say off to the side? Modern posing, retro play. Hypno is the psychic hypnotist. So there you go. Looking decent there. On the back of the package, of course, big cross sell back there, UPC's warnings. We got the action features. He's got a falcon. He's a falconer. How about that? Falcon onto the arm. Remove the helmet of hypnosis. Turn wand of mesmerization. Oh, man, we get playing a lot of hits here. Of course, cross sell down here. Snake Armor, Skeletor, Roboto. We already unboxed on the channel. We got Tung Lashor and Hypno. On the top, it says, gifted with a mesmerizing voice, Hypno can both hypnotize people and see into their future. How about that? This is a guy you want on your team, that is for sure. He's got his falcon on the back, and then he's got a Lost character as well. I think we saw him in the Classics line, if I do remember right. Looks like he's a little bit of Trap Jaw and Whiplash, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but very cool looking figure there. Maybe he'll be in an Origins future video. We'll see what happens with that. Without further ado, let's get him out of the packaging, see what happens, see what all the fuss is about, and we got some rookie unboxing here. Let me get that out. I'm probably going to rip this comic book. That's usually what happens. They like to tape these things in on us. Yes, they do. They tape that corner. Why? There we go. I got him out there. Okay, though. I don't know why they tape that corner. That doesn't work. That doesn't work for anybody. But there's old Hypno there. See you later. Goodbye, Hypno. Go hypnotize somebody else. We got the little action figure. You can pop the head off, the arms removal, that kind of thing. See you later, Spider-Man style. Of course, you do get the comic book here, Assassin's Aim. And it's got Hypno and Roboto on the front doing their thing, teaming up, superhero team up, a robot and a hypnotist. What a team that is. And it shows them squaring off. It shows Snake Armor, Skeletor, Tung Lashor, Merman, Eva Lynn. All kinds of stuff. Got a little Point Dread in here, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of stuff like that going on. So always cool to get the comics. Always do enjoy that aspect of these figures. And then we get Hypno here, and he's got tons of accessories going on. There he is in the old plastic prison. Get the scissors out here in a second. Let's see. Locked in. I'm just gonna muscle him out. I'm muscling him out. That's what I'm doing. Got the helmet, got everything. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's look at his accessories first. Looking really, really good here. He does got his little mesmerizing wand. It's got a little spinner here. Very cool. Look into my eyes. I will hypnotize you. Just stare deeply into this. Just keep watching. Think happy thoughts. Could hypnotize somebody, or we could be a candy guy. This almost looks like a big lollipop of some kind you would find. But nice orange against the blue and the white. Definitely works here. Reminds me of Crystal Ball from the G.I. Joe days, if you guys remember Crystal Ball. An awesome figure. He was also a hypnotist, so maybe these two could square off in some alternate universe. But I do like that. You do get his helmet here looking really nice. Almost looks like a helmet out of like Spaceballs or something like that, but it is orange instead of black. Kind of has a little bit of wings on the side, a little bit of a beak at the top. It makes sense because he is a falconer after all. He's doing falcon things. It'd be just so cool to be a falconer. You get that big protective forearm thing, you just like whistle, or you do a hand sign, all of a sudden you just put your hand out and bam, that falcon just lands on there. You talk to it, maybe you feed it from your mouth. You put a worm in here, and he feeds out of there. Oh, it's just a very cool thing to be a falconer. I don't know if I've ever met a falconer, but if you're a falconer, giving you a shout out. You do the work. You do the work. You put in the work. But looking good. All silver. It almost looks like a statue. I've never seen a falcon that's all silver. Would have loved some different colors, or maybe a different color here, but it's probably in line with the artwork, the toy from back in the day, so I get what they're doing here. Of course, it'll clip onto the forearm, which is really nice. And a cool accessory. You guys know me, I'm always a sucker, and a lot of you guys are as well. G.I. Joe's back in the day, whatever toy line we're talking about, you get an animal with it, man, you're picking that one up. So Hypno, very cool there, I think, for sure. Now we get down to Hypno here, and man, he's hypnotizing me with this Crate 70s, early 80s orange and yellow color. Man, he's a guy from back in the day is what he's doing. He's representing, but looking really, really nice here in orange. A lot of reuse as we're used to here. At the orange boots, the orange loincloth, nice fur there going on in orange. He's got the vest over the top as well. We got a spot in the back so he can store his little hypnotizing wand. So if you want to put it back there, you can do that if you want to store it back there. And then looking really nice. Of course, articulation can be the same on both these guys. You get the bend at the elbow, side to side as well. Hands back and forth, side to side. Arms all the way around, waist articulation. Those big old hypnotizing splits right there. Single jointed knees, back and forth, side to side. Got a boot cut, ankles back and forth, head back and forth, side to side, up and down. So usual Masters articulation we're accustomed to at this point. Good looking figure here though. It really does pop. I love the bandana across the top. Once again, very 70s, 80s like. Looking really nice. Of course, you put the helmet on him. Slides right on. I gotta say, I think he looks better without the helmet, in all honesty there, but he does have that helmet if you are so inclined to do that. How hard does this fit? Oh, yeah, that Falcon fits on there. I don't know. Is that gonna fit very well on there? Kind of pops off, so it doesn't fit the best. I guess you can get it there. There we go. Not the sturdiest of fits, but it does fit if you need to put him on there. He can do that. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. I do got his brother in arms here, Boltman or whatever, same head sculpt. And we saw tons of reuse out of these. He's obviously got the more African-American skin here, where he's got the Native American skin over here, but it's the same figure there, just done differently. Obviously some different accessories, making them different as possible, but the same kind of thing going on. And then we got the rest of the Sunman team as we continue to build out this huge universe of Sunman. Who knew the universe was so big for Sunman? But here we are today, finding this out. And then we got the Emmanuel Lewis version of Sunman, I guess the classic Sunman at the end of the day. But looking good, joining in the ranks of the team. Next up, I think we'll probably get Duplico or possibly that 3-pack. We'll see what happens. We'll see what hits stores first, but we're not done with the Sunman universe, and we're also not done with the Snake Men universes. We got a lot more Snake Men coming in the future, but it's finally time to get Tung Lashor out of the package here. Looking really nice, and I'm all about these army builders. It really is the year of the Snake Men. It really feels like they've just taken over the Masters line, and I, for one, am here for it. Love the special packaging we got, the Masters packaging. Tung Lashor, Snake Man sticker down there. Retro play, of course. What's it say about Tung Lashor here? Creature with the venomous tongue, forked tongue included to strike the enemies. How about that? You get a tongue accessory. I'm here for that. UPC's warnings down below. Cross-sell, of course. Some of the gimmick features here on the side, and then the artwork that we love and know. Ooh, we got my boy Cyclone on here. Can't believe we haven't got an announcement of a Cyclone figure yet. We got the rest of 2023. We see what's coming. I can't believe he's not part of that fun. Really do need Cyclone, so hopefully in the future we get him sooner rather than later. Hopefully early 2024, we'll see. With a paralyzing toxin secreting from his tongue, Tung Lashor is the Snake Men's most feared soldier. Includes comic book, which will be the same one as this one, of course. The tongue is removable, plug it in, plug it out. Fits staff and crossbow into his hand. So we'll see what's going on with the old Tung Lashor there. There we go. Got a good pop out on that one. See you later. Goodbye. Get the card. See you later. Goodbye. Got that same little gimmick thing here telling us what's removable, what's not. We've seen that before. See you later. Spider-Man style. Same comic book, as I said, so we've seen this before as well, so we won't go through that again. But then we get Tung Lashor in the old plastic prison. Looking good, looking colorful, looking nice in purple color for sure. Let's pull that out right there. And can I get that? There we go. Oh my gosh, locked in at the feet too. They're not wanting Tung Lashor to get anywhere. They did say he was the most feared and dangerous soldier, so I guess it is on point here that he's locked in and you can't get him out real easily. There we go. Get the staff. Come on. What are we doing? There we go. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. And then we got twist ties all over the place. In the garbage. See you later. Let's get down to business and let's look at these accessories first here with him. We got the big snake staff. We've seen it before. We'll see it again, this time all in purple. Always looks really good. Love the snake head on the bottom, or the top, and the rattle at the bottom. Looking really nice. But one of those things, get the most out of your molds. Fits on point with the snake men, of course. Then we get this interesting bow and arrow, crossbow, whatever you want to call it. It's like a dragonfly. Always looked kind of strange to me. Maybe it was just me. I'm not exactly sure. Very hard for him to hold, I would imagine. Let me see. Does that fit in? I guess you kind of got to just kind of work it between his 3 fingers here. So not the easiest accessory to hold for him. But I'm sure you can make it work. You can tuck it under his arm if you need to. But you can do that. But almost like a turquoise color here. But very interesting weapon for him. And then you do get the removable tongue. So you can have the tongue sticking out. You can have the tongue in. Choose your own tongue adventure. I don't know if we've ever said that here on the channel. First here on the channel today. But then we dive into Tung Lashor, looking interesting. Same articulation as Hypno, so we're used to this, but a very good looking figure. I love the coloring here with the purple, then the different purpling around, the black loincloth, the orange on the belly, the green snake insignia, looking really nice. And then a beautiful, beautiful snake-like head here. You got the eye slits, got the teeth off to the side, you got the hole to stick the tongue in. Just a really striking, good-looking figure, one that's really going to pop on the shelf there. Interesting boot cut. It's always weird when it's not an actual boot and you get a boot cut, but you do have that. His hands and feet are definitely different than your typical Masters Universe guy. You got the 3-pronged hand. I think we'll see this with Frogmonger. If he ever comes from FedEx, I ordered that day 1, second one now on sale. Still haven't got it. Then I got tracking this week as we're filming this, and it says basically the FedEx says sending back to sender because too many different addresses on the box. So apparently they put my address and other addresses. They didn't know who they were even supposed to send it to. So am I going to lose my Frogmonger? Is he going to be lost forever? Stay tuned for that challenging escapade there with FedEx. Mattel too. Mattel. Who knows? But I believe we see these hands with that Frogmonger, and we'll find out when he does come. Got interesting feet as well. I got the peg holes in him, but a weird kind of stance to him. I guess we'll see right now. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. He fits perfectly on the Mattel stand for those keeping track at home. The tongue just should slide right in, right? There it is. Slides in very easily. Sticks in there very easily. I like what I see there. Definitely got to display him with the tongue out. Just an all-around good-looking figure. Of course, reuse the name of the game in this line, but it does feel different with the hands and the crazy feet, and then the new head with the new tongue sticking out. Really makes him feel special and a little bit different, I'm going to say right here. So, a good-looking figure of Tung Lashor. And, of course, got a little comparison here. How about we take it back to the Classics line for Tung Lashor? How about this mean guy right there? Very cool to see kind of the evolution of the character, him between different lines as well. This is him in Classics. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Classics guy. Love these Classics figures. Of course, got Rattler. You can hear him shaking. got a little comparison there. Got Rattler here to join him in company. But a very, very cool one here. Tung Lashor, going to be one of my favorite snake men, I think, when the dust settles and all is said and done. Just a very, very cool figure and a very fun one, and one that really does pop out on your shelf, like I said. Hypno, okay. I mean, he kind of is what he is to me. A cool gimmick, though. I love the Falcon. I love the magic wand there you can spin around. An interesting helmet. I think I like him better without the helmet, but it does give him a little bit point of difference from Boltman as well. So it is what it is, and if you're into the Sunman, I got to think you really like that. But I like my little sub-team. I'm going to put them on the shelf on one side, maybe the Snake Men on the other side. They'll kind of share a shelf together. That's at least my plan right now. But an interesting one, another wave complete of the Masters Universe Origins. We'll see. I got to think maybe it'll be this summer, the next time we get some figures, maybe June or July. It's going to have a little gap for a couple of months as they get caught up and things like that. So I guess stay tuned, but we'll be unboxing them when they do finally come, and we'll just see when that is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on these two in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell so you guys know we got videos every single day, and then some. Yes, and then some. And we got even more content, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, Q&As, giveaways, you name it. It's all over there on the old Patreon. And best of all, you support the channel and all the content that this channel does bring you. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Tung Lashor and Hypno, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.